A never-ending quest for the sticker of the town that we're staying in. We're gonna try this dollar store down here and see if it gives us anything. Keep our fingers crossed. Over there is a badger.
Looks like he's burrowing under
He's crawling under the building. Oh, there's another one there too.
There's a baby one there, and the other big one ran around the corner.
Yeah.
And they burrow underneath the stand. You can see the hole.
They're just sitting there. Couple little badgers. They were running around a second ago. Well, there we go. That is a weird looking critter. Found our way to Rainbow Lake Castle Resort here in Princeton. They still have vacancy. We have now got the stickers that we picked up in Kimberley and in Kimberley.
Just click Kimberly these.
Yeah.
Cranbrook's already up.
Cranbrook's already up because when we left before we put the stickers on, and then when we parked in Grand Forks, we couldn't get to the back of the trailer. Here we go. The Kimberley one's really pretty.
I'll get that. Kimberly.
Beautiful. And the other one is just in the Rockies?
This says, I are in love with the Rockies. And it's a picture of a lake.
A very cold lake.
Very cold looking lake. Ta-da!
There we go. Our latest stickers. And we have from Grand Forks, we were only able to get, oops, you're really close. From Grand Forks.
I was able to get a magnet from Grand Forks because nowhere in town, from City Hall to gas stations to drugstores to shopping centers, couldn't find one. Found a magnet. Looks pretty good. That'll be the next thing we put up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's already 11 o'clock.
That's okay.
This will be our last night of our big trip.
Tomorrow we are homebound.
Yeah, so this is Rainbow Trout Castle RV Resort.
No. Rainbow Lake RV Resort.
I don't know.
We're gonna have to double check that.
We're gonna double check that and we'll get back to you on that. So we're gonna take you for a walk around and we'll have a chat about it later. See, our trailer is way over there. All by its lonesome.
All up along this ridge here is the RV park. Everything down below, there's a small pond and there's an open field where they've got a wedding chapel, I guess, and a few things set up, and then a whole bunch of cabins.
Go ahead.
The ravens are pretty funny here. Somebody left a few peanuts.
And they're mad because we are standing in front of their treat.
Yeah, somebody left some peanuts on a rock back there, and there's a little pile of them. And when we came walking along, they don't want to be here, so they're giving us heck. Anyway, this is the little wedding venue that I was talking about. They've got the shelter there, and then some steps going up. Looks really nice. We'll take a walk down there in a little bit. One other thing I'd like to point out, there is a creek running through this property. It's flowing pretty good. It looks about probably about 12 or 14 feet wide right here. So it's got a decent flow to it. Just up on the other side of that, you can see all the cabins, the chalets. They look in really great shape. And if you can see just between a couple of the cabins there, there's some concrete walls. Those are remnants of the original owners of the property, who in 1910 it was a concrete factory.
Okay, let's go on up there and have a look.
So we'll go to the office first, get a rundown of the area, and probably check out the lake, and then we'll check out these cabins on the way back. Is that okay, hon?
Yeah. I just think it's so neat that you can get up in the morning and the deer are there. Medieval costume rentals, $10 per hour. Horseback riding came off the list. Down at the Rainbow Lake. I'm gonna put it in the pond department. Really big pond. It's very rustic. They do have equipment for rent, but the girl basically said to us that you can just help yourself and put it back. There's nobody here to rent it from. I don't know if it's because of COVID or what the deal is. Well, at one time they had a really nice area where you could have like a couple of drinks, maybe some food, but this year not so much. Looks like it needs some taking care of.
It's really unfortunate. This looks like it really could be good. Oh, there's fish in here too.
Are there? Are they jumping over there?
I just saw a couple jump on the other side of those kayaks.
So I don't know what feeds this lake, what makes its existence possible, unless there's something at the other end.
Movement though, because it's actually really clean right down here.
We're walking back from the lake, and I look over and I see this black blob. It's a pot-belly pig. Hello, Mr. Piggy. He's just munching on the ground over there. And we have another little guy walking over there, Mr. Piggy. Some people think pot-belly pigs are for pets. And as you can hear, there's some peacocks here in this park. They're in a cage though, so that's a good thing. Okay, we'll go have a peek at them. We got the peacocks in there. I don't want to get too close because they might react to the dogs. A whole bunch of them in there. And there's some ducks in there as well. We've entered into this rock structure. This obviously at one point in time was a part of a building. It's hollow in the center. Don't know what that round thing is. And then looks like they've got a paddle wheel for
Water generation.
water generation. It probably was in the creek at one point in time. And then they got all these entrance ways. Or maybe they were windows, I don't know.
The roof is definitely rotted away.
Yeah, there's
concrete walls.
no roof.
They're probably about 16, 18 inches thick. And it's all rock structure with concrete. So it's like there's no slabs of concrete, it's just rocks, concrete.
Well, it's like brickwork, but with rocks
Old
instead of
school
bricks.
brickwork.
Well,
like
up
they
there
say,
you can see some of the
1910.
rebar. There's some metal up the top there.
Yeah. That would run through the center of it to hold part of it together. But then again, this is 110 years old.
I guess.
Sign here says keep 8 feet from wall.
Oh, whoops. Okay, so they got some cabins. They look to be of a fairly good size. I think some people are renting them by the month. There's a work truck here, so that's my guess. And there's some children's toys, bicycles, and a little car. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 really good big cabins. A smaller one here. And then we've got some more over here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And the path keeps going. And then they've got some more foundations set up here for 3 more cabins. And this is this area over here. Oh, we've got something in a row. They call the games. So they've got a basketball court, volleyball net, and something else. Apparently there's toboggan runs here. I'm not sure where they go. I don't know. I can't tell what might be a toboggan trail.
There's trails heading up into the
Yeah.
trees.
So they got a nice little playground for kids. And this water bin or oil bin that's decorated to look like a piece of a castle. And I think it's just strictly decorative. There's some picnic tables back there. And there's more cabins back this way. Takes up 100 acres, is what it said online. I'm not willing to walk the whole 100 acres. Today we find ourselves in Princeton, BC. Just a little small town at the far end of Manning Park. Before
East end of Manning Park.
Yeah. Far end from my house, our house, where we park our trailer.
Yeah, we're right now in the heart of Princeton.
So we decided to stop here because we have a good friend who lives here.
I consider a nephew and his wife. They've been here for a few years.
Thought we'd check it out and let you in on what's going on. It's a very small town. I've never been in the heart of Princeton. I've only cruised on through, probably stopped at a gas station along the main highway, which is the other way. Very quiet. Speed limit throughout the town limits is 30 kilometers. So you're just going super slow. Dinosaur bones. Historic Princeton. 50 million years ago, Princeton was surrounded with ash spewing from volcanoes. Minerals that glow. Which minerals are those?
Radioactive. Autumnite. Calcite.
museum goes through prehistoric times. Then we move into the room where the indigenous people and all their incredible basket weaving, and this canoe that's sitting behind me that's made out of a cottonwood tree. That's a really big cottonwood tree.
Yeah, it's a good 16 feet long.
Yeah, no, but I'm just thinking the width
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. Then we come in when the white man came. The old-fashioned telephone. Really old-fashioned telephone. Switchboard.
I don't know how old this is. 1958.
The switchboard?
No, that's when it was donated in 1958.
I'd say it's older than that.
Yeah. This telephone switchboard was Princeton's first telephone exchange and was originally located in the Princeton Hotel in the 1940s.
Oh, wow. No, you gotta plug the thingies in.
No, you gotta crank it up to get the electrical charge so you can plug it.
That's a very small organ. Oh, it's a pump organ. The original price of this organ in the 1903 catalog was $29.50. You can't buy a guitar for $29.50, I bet. Let alone an organ. Pardon?
Circa 1900.
You have one of those.
Yes, I do. It's circa 1912, I believe that one was made.
Ah.
We got, I think, 45 or 50 cylinders for it.
What kind of tunes do they play?
Old. Really old.
Not your style anymore.
It's nice to just hear it once in a while.
I don't think you've played with it since we've been together. I've never heard it.
I've played it maybe twice probably once every 5 years or so I'll play it. And I've got my kids fighting over it.
Oh, really?
Mitch and Kelly both want it, but then again, so does Caitlin.
It's a bit, little tiny, the tiniest tub ever. A wash basin.
Commonly known as a sitz bath. 1851, India. Sit down bathtub. You just pour the water in there,
Yeah.
drop trowel and hop in. He sits in it. Chairs are tiny, eh?
They weren't big like us. There's a beaver pelt.
Saddle.
That
No,
looks
that's not
like
beaver. That's badger.
a badger.
Yeah. Beaver's twice that size. I think it'd need a little bit more insulation.
Well, I probably had insulation.
Yeah.
There were 8 people in there.
8?
8, oh yes, 2 adults and 6 kids.
Wow.
The average bathroom these days is about that size.
Right?
When was that made?
1880s. Hudson Bay Company, the original fur traders
Oh yeah.
in Canada.
Well, they're 200 years old.
That's a mangy looking goat.
Goat?
Coat.
Or this one? Oh, yeah. But if you're living in that, you need that.
To work at Copper Mountain, by Christ a man can't win. They stop by.
Oh, look at the little baby shoes.
My chair stroller.
The old television. The Sherman sword and the Allison family. So we just toured through Princeton and District Museum. A lot of mining stuff that went on here in the early 1800s. I think the mine is still active today. And just outside the museum is Brent sitting on a chair.
Bench.
And they have these little sculptures throughout the town. You got a church bell and the livery stables. The old fire hall. So this is Vermilion Street. There's not a lot on this street. Well, I'm gonna not stand by the crosswalk anymore because people keep stopping to think I'm on a path. We're out in front of the Princeton home hardware. But I just wanted to give you a quick view of their main street, which is called Bridge Street. So I'm just gonna walk down here. A really old looking building down there with the wood on it. Not sure what the shop with the cow is on about. And this is from the other side of the street. Brent's over there. There's your local home hardware store. Not sure if you can see this, but there's a deer come to visit. Just sitting up on top of the hill there. Yet another deer sighting. They're plentiful in this area, let me tell you. Good morning.
Hello.
We are packing up at our final destination. Well, second final destination. Final destination's
We
home
are
base.
homeward bound.
It's been several weeks of moving and checking out different places within our own country, within our own province, and a couple of neighboring provinces. I'm just checking.
And Wrigley probably sees another deer. Lots of deer here.
Lots of deer. So we are at Rainbow Lake Castle RV Park in Princeton.
We're about 3 miles up the Princeton Highway towards Penticton, very close to Princeton.
Yeah, so it's kind of a rustic place.
Very.
They seem more concerned about the cabins than they do about their RV park portion of the site. There's over 100 acres here, and there's hiking and there's even tobogganing. So they do have, hang on.
Well, she sees something over there.
In behind us here is another portion of the Trans-Canada Trail.
Yeah.
I believe it's called the Kettle Valley Trail. I will have to confirm that. I thought I saw that written down. Thoughts on this park, Brent?
It's the quietest park we've been to in 3 weeks, guaranteed. That is because it was a little bit difficult to get to. But once we found it, I actually like it. There's lots of space between campers because not a lot of people know about this place as far as an RV park goes.
Deer over there.
Oh, yeah. It's
And
a
there's
bunch
probably
of deer.
one behind. Wrigley, stay
Oh,
here.
if that's the doe with the young ones, grab Wrigley.
Yeah, hang on. Okay, now that we have
We're back.
our dogs in check, because there's a deer over there. There's a couple of them.
Yeah, she's got 3 fawns.
Wow, it's a busy mama. Anyway, so yeah, this is a out of the way park. I think the big attraction to Princeton, is hunting, fishing, kayaking on the rivers. There's
A lot of kayaking, yeah.
There's the Tulameen and the Silkameen River, which
Similkameen.
Okay, that's how you say it. Anyway, so next week we're gonna wrap up our entire trip. We're gonna sit down and talk about all the places we stayed and maybe we'll rank them.
Yeah, we'd have to pick a few different categories as far as ranking, but that's a possibility.
We'll figure it out. We got some time. We'll figure it out.
Well, we hit probably 10 campgrounds, I'm guessing,
I have no idea.
in 3 weeks.
Have to look. So we'll talk about that next week. Hopefully you got enough about this park and Princeton so that you might decide that this is a great destination to come to.
I think this is worthwhile to come here.
Yeah.
There's so many outdoor activities, winter and summer.
And it's quiet. Anyway, so that's it for now. We'll see you next week. Remember to subscribe.
Give us a thumbs up if you like what you see, and ring that bell for notifications. Ding, 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 ding.
All right, bye for now.
Bye.
Well, it's sticker ceremony time. We have made our way into Princeton. We are staying at Rainbow Trout. Hang on.